Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Neema and this is Here is Neema, where we talk about all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle, feminine essence, feminine energy, self-love and development. And guys, oh my God. I honestly could cry right now. Like, I really feel that deeply and emotional right now. And I just have to get on camera and I have to share this message that is just so like, it's bursting literally from the seams of my heart, because I just feel so inspired and I feel so full, and I just feel like this is the time. This is the time that I have, and this is the moment. Like, I have to come on camera and I have to share with you guys this message of just never limiting yourself and never limiting your desires, and staying delusional in a way, right? Like, do not let the world harden you or make you feel like certain things that you want are unattainable. I swear, like, I'm literally on the verge of crying, guys, but I really don't want to start crying in this video, because then I'm not going to be able to talk the way that I want to talk. But like, it is just so emotional for me right now, because I have had, like, literally today, two people that are I consider myself to be close to. One that I know personally, and one that is a mentor of mine who I follow her. I am in her communities, in her groups and things of that nature. And I consider her a mentor. I never met her personally, but one of my good friends that I know personally, and then of course this mentor, have had some really just huge, amazing breakthroughs that I just got wind of today. So I am feeling so like happy for them, and in my joy and in my kind of like emotions about everything is just like, you know how it is when like people that are close to you have certain level ups or certain moments or certain things that they achieve, and it just it sparks something in you, like it means something, and it's just like, wow, it's one of those if they can do it, I can do it too type of moments, and that is exactly how I feel. Guys, just I feel like such a big part of our feminine alignment and just being a woman who is truly in touch with her true nature is having that connection to just your desires and what you want out of life, from relationships, from life in general, from the experiences that you put yourself into. We are creators. We create life, we create, homes, and we create, environments, and we love and we nurture, and we give that. We give that to everything that we do, every space that we come into, everything that we become a part of. We just make it. We elevate it with our presence, with our nurturing, with our ability to just take something simple and create and make it beautiful. We make life beautiful as women. That is what God intended us to be in this earth, and how he intended us to live our lives. And we expand and we continue to, grow and birth new things and just create a better world, through our desire. Our desire is truly the key. And that is what, gives men that kind of will to want to work harder, to want to create more, to want to innovate. And so I feel like once you understand that as a woman, you understand how important and how powerful that is. And for me, like, I just never take it for granted. Every space that I come into, I take it upon myself, and it's a joy for me. It's not like something that I feel like I have to do. It's something that I want to do. From the time I was a little girl, I was doing this. It's just that I didn't realize what I was doing until I kind of learned, about all of this stuff. And so I just feel like, me personally, I'm on the cusp of an expansion and, just having more, branching out, expanding myself, expanding, my scope, of what I'm able to have, what Mina, which you guys know I love the universe guru, she calls expanding your container, which makes a lot of sense because when you're accustomed to kind of having a certain thing in life, it's a little bit uncomfortable when you have more sometimes. Like if you are used to making 50,000 a year and you hit the lottery and you become a millionaire overnight, a lot of those people, those same money habits that they had when they were making 50,000 are the same money habits that they're going to carry into being a millionaire. And a lot of people do not retain that wealth because they weren't able to expand their container slowly over time. And the rubber band just snaps. You know what I mean? So that's just an example of just the fact that, when it's time for growth, when it's time for expansion and you feel it in your spirit, you feel it in your bones, in your fingertips and everything. It's just like, go with it. Go with it. Like our innate and our intuition, our future selves, we are literally leading that. That is what's leading you. That is what, God is literally, the desires that God is giving you and putting in your heart are leading you to your next steps, leading you to your future, leading you to what is to come. And I feel that so heavily right now. And it's just crazy because if you look around you, there are signs everywhere. And if you look around you at the people, even for me, like on social media, I'll share something with you guys, and I'm sure that a lot of you can relate. I will go on social media and I will literally go on, and this has happened to me for like years at this point. I would say at least the last 2 years. It has been crazy amounts. Like every single time I get on, somebody's engaged, somebody's getting married, somebody has a pregnancy announcement. And sure, we can say, yeah, that's just the time of life that you're in or whatever. But I feel that that is a sign. I honestly feel that that is a sign when that is in my face every single time I open up an app. I feel like that is, of course I'm happy for those people and it's amazing and I want those things for myself. But I feel like that's honestly confirmation every single time I'm getting online, because it doesn't have to be that's the first thing that pops up at me. It could have been an ad. It could have been a quote. It could have been something completely different. But the fact that, I'm continuously being presented with that every single time I was opening up an app, especially, I would say, like it still happens, but, there was a time where it was consecutively happening to me, like every single time I was getting online. And I know that that's because that's what I am, manifesting into my life. That is a desire that God placed in my heart. And that is why I continue to see it everywhere, because it's also coming to me. You know what I mean? So that's just an example. But, for you, it could be buying a home. Okay. It could be starting a family as well. It could be, getting to a certain income level, making a certain amount of money, taking a certain vacation. And I just feel that the more that we get in alignment and in touch with our desires, our true desires, not the desire that you are afraid to have because you feel like you can't afford it at this time. I was just talking with a friend about this today. Sometimes we do limit our desires because we feel that, well, I'm not making enough money to be able to afford that, or I'm not in a position to be able to do that thing right now, so I can't really want that. I can't, have that desire because A, B, and C is not in order. And I am here to tell you, let yourself have the desire. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself get into that mode. Let yourself feel the weight loss. Let yourself envision yourself having the money, having the house, having the body, okay? Having the dream marriage relationship. Envision it. It's meant to be yours. Do not limit your desire. Do not limit your desires. You are limitless. Be delusional. And I honestly, one thing that I feel that is extremely important in this, and I told myself I'm going to be doing this every single day, probably for the rest of my life. I'm going to devote at least 10 minutes a day to daydreaming. And it's so funny because I used to do this as a little girl. And I mean, I think a lot of us did, you know, my favorite games were to, you know, and this is how you really, this is a big part of going back to your innate being and your innate, just how you were born, how God created you, and, you know, going back to your childhood and going back to the things that you used to like as when you were a child. Like, I know a lot of little girls, including myself, love to play pretend. We loved to play pretend. We would literally play pretend everything. We played house. We used to play college when we were like in elementary school, and we would literally pretend that we were in college and we had our little cars and we would go in our little dorm rooms and we had dates later. Like, we used to literally do full on blown out things like that. Yes, me and my friends, we did that. And it was just, I mean, that is the essence of feminine desire, manifestation, just at its just raw, natural, just purest, most innocent, beautiful form. And, you know, we lose that. As women, you know, growing up in this society and just, you know, being conditioned to kind of have that hardened view of life, that very masculine scope, we lose that. We lose that completely. And so I am challenging you ladies, go back in time to when you were in middle school, when you were a preteen, and the things that you used to do. Like, one thing for me is I used to also read fiction books. I've gotten it back into reading fiction. I've gotten back into reading romance novels, and it has definitely gotten me back into my daydreaming like juices. And I just remember being in middle school, you know, being a preteen, and just like staring out the window of the car and just like daydreaming, you know, being in my own head and just thinking, it would be so amazing if this and that, you know, and I had this, and, you know, I could go here, and I had this person in my life, you know, of course, you know, daydreaming about relationships and love and having little crushes and stuff like that. But I mean, I would also think a lot about my lifestyle and how I wanted to look and all the clothes that I wanted to have, because I love fashion and beauty, and I always have, you know. Spending a Friday night, like typical me in high school was I would spend a Friday night in my bathroom just playing around with my makeup, doing different looks, and I'm not going anywhere. I literally would just bring out all my makeup and just have fun. And that is the just raw, pure, just feminine essence, feminine, just, you know, innate in us. You know, that is just, it's so pure, it's so natural to us, and we lose that. We completely lose that. And so on this journey to unlearning and deconstructing and deconditioning and just getting back to who we were born to be, I really challenge you, go ahead, start daydreaming. Think about the car that you want to drive. Think about the kind of place you want to live in. You know, that high-rise apartment, you know, in downtown where it's just, it's beautiful and it's modern, and you have the all-white kitchen or the stainless steel, and you have the amazing view, and you have your little doggy running around, or, you know, the beautiful house in the backyard, or, you know, just anything, you know, the man that's just amazing and sends you flowers and, you know, takes you on amazing dates and treats you like a princess, you know, all of those things that we do not let ourselves feel anymore because we've allowed ourselves to become so jaded by this world and by this life and by work and dating and, family drama and friend drama and all of this crazy stuff. Health concerns because we're not living in alignment. Insecurities, things that we were told that are not true about who we are, our personalities, all these different things. I challenge you to let all of that go. Go back to who you were before all of that came in and tainted your beautiful, pure, just feminine spirit. I really just challenge you on that, because I feel like when we are in the desire, when we are raw in the desire, it comes to us faster. And I feel like I just cracked this. I've been thinking about this all day, guys, and I just had to come on camera and share it with you, because I'm like, I've cracked it. Like, I've officially cracked it. I've been trying to make all these strides towards, you know, doing certain things and changing my life and like reinventing myself in certain areas. And the fact of the matter is, I've been jaded. Like, I've just been jaded in so many ways and so many things, and it's time for me to go back. You know, sometimes the answer is not always moving forward. Sometimes we do need to go back. We need to unlearn. We need to deconstruct. And I mean, this is a process that is not overnight, okay? I am constantly listening to motivational content, constantly listening to reading books and listening to other women who are on this journey, who are further ahead than me, and what they have to say, and just continuing to remind myself of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and where I'm going from this point on, and what is the real goal. Why am I doing this, that, and the third? So I challenge you to do the same, and I just hope that this video blessed you. I don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to come on and share with you guys something that I am feeling at the moment, and I just had to share. Like I told you guys, my heart is bursting at the seams, and I think that, you know, this was just perfect because I was able to come on camera and just spill my heart out, and I'm probably not even going to edit this video, and I love that. And I love you guys. And please connect with me if you haven't already. You know, we are a small, intimate community here. So DM me. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. Leave a comment below. I will always reply to you. And just let me know who you are. Let me know where you're at. And if you're in the Raleigh area and you come across my videos, the Raleigh-Durham Triangle area, let me know, because I would love to meet you guys. Like, I would love to meet some of my subscribers. I am so down for that. We can go to the mall, we can go have lunch, we can do it all. So I love that. So definitely make sure to reach out. I love you guys, and I hope that this video touched you, blessed you, inspired you, gave you a little kick in the butt, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.